Welcome back everyone to our channel Coin Treasure Hunt, where we explore the fascinating world of coins, their hidden stories, their collector value, and the secrets that lie within the smallest pieces of metal. If you love coin collecting, rare finds, or simply learning about the history behind everyday currency, then you are in the right place. So make sure to subscribe and join our growing community of treasure hunters. Today we will be diving deep into the story of one of the most interesting coins in modern American history, the 1986 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny. The 1-cent coin has a long and rich history in the United States. It all began in 1909 when the Lincoln cent was first introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This was a major change in U.S. coinage because it was the first time a real historical person appeared on a circulating American coin. The design was created by Victor David Brenner, whose initials VDB can be found on some early versions of the coin. From 1909 to 1958, the back of the penny featured 2 wheat stalks on each side and was known as the wheat penny. In 1959, to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the reverse was redesigned by Frank Gasparo to feature the Lincoln Memorial. This design stayed in circulation for half a century, from 1959 until 2008, making it one of the most recognized coin designs in the world. The 1986 penny is part of that Lincoln Memorial series, and it carries great historical and collectible importance. Let's look at the details of the 1986 1-cent coin. On the obverse or front side, you'll find the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" at the top, "Liberty" on the left, and the date 1986 on the right. The reverse side displays the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. with the words "United States of America" at the top and 1 cent at the bottom, along with the motto "E pluribus unum," which means out of many one. The 1986 penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia mint coins have no mint mark, the Denver coins carry a D mint mark, and the San Francisco coins with an S mint mark were made for proof sets intended for collectors. The Philadelphia mint produced over 4.4 billion coins that year, Denver struck around 4.8 billion, and San Francisco created over 3 million proof coins. Altogether, more than 9 billion pennies were minted in 1986. Flooding circulation with a coin that was both common and symbolic of American identity. In terms of composition, the 1986 penny was made primarily of zinc with a thin copper coating. This change started in 1982 when the U.S. Mint switched from the traditional solid copper composition to a copper-plated zinc design to save costs. Each 1986 penny is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. Despite being made of cheaper material, the coin retains its iconic coppery color and historic design. Now let's talk about the value of the 1986 penny. Most 1986 pennies found in everyday circulation are worth just 1 cent, but some special examples can be worth a lot more. The value depends on several factors, including mint mark condition and rarity. For instance, a regular 1986 penny in uncirculated condition graded MS65 red by professional grading services can be worth between $5 and $10. A coin in MS67 red condition can reach $50 to $100, and an exceptionally rare MS68 red penny has sold for over $800 at auction. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint can also hold strong collector value. A 1986 S-proof penny in PR69 deep cameo condition is worth around $5 to $15, while a perfect PR70 deep cameo example can sell for up to $100 or more depending on market demand. The real excitement, however, comes from error coins. Some 1986 pennies were struck with mistakes that make them extremely valuable to collectors. Examples include doubled die errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, and coins struck on the wrong planchet. A 1986 penny with a strong doubled die obverse where the date or lettering appears doubled can sell for anywhere between $50 and $300. Off-center strikes showing part of the blank surface can range from $100 to $500 depending on how dramatic the error is. There are also rare transitional errors where a few coins may have been struck on leftover copper planchets from 1982 instead of the zinc composition. If you happen to find a 1986 penny that is heavier than usual, around 3.1 grams instead of the normal 2.5 grams, it might be one of these extremely rare copper transitional errors worth several $1,000s. Such coins are often authenticated and weighed by professionals before being sold at auction. In circulation terms, billions of 1986 pennies are still out there today. They remain one of the most common coins in American pocket change. Because of their durability and massive production numbers, many of them are still being used nearly 40 years later. But while most are ordinary, the small number of pristine or error examples makes them highly desirable to collectors. It's also worth noting that the cost to produce a penny has long exceeded its face value. It costs the U.S. Mint more than 2 cents to manufacture a single 1-cent coin, leading to ongoing debates about whether the penny should be discontinued. Still, for collectors and historians, the penny remains a powerful symbol of the American spirit and economy. The 1986 penny represents a fascinating moment in U.S. coinage history. It was produced during the Reagan era, a time of major economic and political change in America, and it stands as a bridge between the classic Lincoln Memorial design and the modern minting techniques that would come in later decades. Each coin from that year carries not just a monetary value but also a piece of national history. So before you dismiss that 1986 penny in your pocket or jar, take a moment to look closely at it. Check the date, the mint mark, and the fine details of the design. Use a magnifying glass if you can. If it has sharp details, bright color, or any unusual marks, it could be worth much more than you think. Let's summarize. The 1986 Lincoln 1-cent coin is part of a series that started in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln. It was minted in huge numbers at 3 mints, made of copper-plated zinc, and carries the Lincoln Memorial design on its reverse. While most are worth 1 cent, high-grade and error varieties can be worth from a few dollars up to thousands of dollars. Thank you for watching today's episode on Coin Treasure Hunt. We hope you enjoyed learning about the history and hidden value of the 1986 1-cent coin. If you found this video helpful or interesting, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our future uploads. Share your thoughts in the comments below and tell us if you have any 1986 pennies in your collection or if you've ever come across a rare one. Remember, every coin tells a story and even the smallest piece of change can hold great value. Keep checking your pockets, your jars, and your old collections because your next great treasure might be hiding right in plain sight. This is Coin Treasure Hunt signing off. Thanks for watching and happy collecting.